Welcome, one and all, back to the United States Cup 2025 semifinals round. Here we are with one of our final matches for the weekend. It's going to be Oregon versus Connecticut. Connecticut, these scrappy underdogs, still keeping it kicking in our semis round, taking out Pennsylvania 6-4 in their previous matchup in a crazy upset of the number 8 seed in the tournament. And Oregon almost doing similar. I mean, 6-0ing Minnesota in very dominant fashion, bringing Virginia to tiebreaker last week. In theory, the favorites for this match, but this Connecticut consistency, incredibly scary. I am Hubba. Joining me on the cast for the first time this year is going to be Ty Canny. How are you feeling about the matchup?
I am feeling incredibly excited. As you said, these are two teams that have really pushed through every bit of hardship in the tournament so far, right? Seeds like teams who have been like kind of the underdogs in terms of seeds performing at the absolute highest possible. So I'm excited to see kind of this clash of these unexpected titans here in this losers bracket. It is losers. Like this is it, an elimination round right now.
For sure, and if that elimination is going to be scary. Whichever team wins this match will get their highest placement in USC history, no matter which state finds the victory. So they are playing for equal gain here, as neither of these teams have made it beyond this round of 12 in the past. The DT2 ban going to come secondary for Oregon, getting rid of both 10.3 options, worried about Zivzare, I would imagine. He has looked very strong on those 10.3 options alongside AREC, formerly known as Nuclear Bomb. Or other way around. Nuclear Bomb, formerly known as AREC. But both the 10.3 bans coming through for Oregon. I would imagine a free mod 1 ban would be smart for Connecticut here. To get rid of that free mod 1 once more. We saw their bans previously were free mod 1 and hidden 2, but they switched it up for the no mod 4, so we'll have to see how this plays out in terms of comfort here, as I'm taking a moment to think about it.
Yeah, I have to imagine that the next ban is just one of those maps, right? It's not something that they're going to be necessarily super comfortable on. Obviously, like both of those are just really tough stream maps in their own right. The real difference is just whether you want to play 270 or 200, which you know what, tougher decision than you might expect. Sometimes the 270 stream map in Megalomania can feel a little bit more comfortable just because you can kind of mash it a little bit better.
Yeah, and I'm thinking also the hidden comfort for your mechanics players, like. Free mod 1 is going to come down to a Eddie versus AREC battle, I would imagine, both the key mechanics players for these teams. And meanwhile, if you go for the hidden 2 route, there's no, like, your hidden players are not your tapping players on the Connecticut team. Because you have Ruyu, you have Icania, you have Alana, and that's like 200 BPM shred. But actually, it's going to be leaving both of them open and going for the hidden 3 ban, Jazz is Rad, taking out both of these rhythm-adjacent picks against Oregon, which is really smart strategy here, just against the Oregon Boshi Schwartz duo. Really scary on those rhythm picks.
Yeah, absolutely. I really like that ban pick. Like you said, like just stopping Boshi from starting to run things over is always going to be a good strategy in any OSU tournament, right? Like Boshi can be just a really threatening player. Should you give him space, and with support with players like him, it can be a nightmare to try and play against that kind of play style. So absolutely agree with the hidden 3 ban.
Now that does beg the question. I still think like hidden 2 first pick Oregon would be really good for them.
I agree.
Because Schwartz can mechanics. You have Boshi, who is like a stream beast in solo rankings. And as well as Eddie, who would probably be able to fill it just manageably. But it's going to be free mod 4 first pick for Connecticut, picking precision against Boshi, man.
God. Not just precision, CS 8.5 precision.
Yeah, like the iconic precision map of all time. Like, yeah, man, sure. Let's play ball. I will have a look at the stats sheet that T1G has so graciously provided us, because this head-to-head does pique my curiosity. Real quick, team performance scores. I forget how stats sheet works. Here we go. Free Mod 4. This was played by Connecticut and banned against the Oregon squad. So we don't know how Oregon does on this, but Connecticut is the bottom score here. Now, say that what you will with teams like North California, New York, Washington, Virginia, all being above them, but Connecticut is the bottom score on paper for this free mod 4 in the stat sheet. So, first picking it, something must have changed with their strategy, I would imagine, for them to suddenly get this confidence boost. Especially against a team that is kind of privy to this kind of thing.
Yeah. Interesting. I love seeing in the chat, Misted asking Eddie to go hard rock and they'll match. That would be so fire. Unfortunately, doesn't look like it's happening.
Eddie in the Twitch chat going, no, bro. He does not want that.
It's unfortunate. Could have had some fun, man. Yeah, notably, I feel like this is going to be a map where, yeah, you're going to have one player playing on easy. Just as kind of a requirement of the CS 8.5.
Yeah. And with regards to that, there is a roster change. It's going to be Alana coming in place of Icania, who notably was the bottom scorer there for that 1.3 million team score that they received. He was able to get a 217k on the Hard Rock. Alana likely to do something a bit better on the Hidden with Misted running Hard Rock. If not an Overmod, Ryu Alana double Hidden, I could see playing into some pretty strong hands there. We are awaiting Schwartz to come back potentially, or perhaps Cheng will just be taking their place, which seems to be the case.
Yeah, seems so.
So a slight disadvantage there. Cheng, no slouch on Hidden aim. I imagine Schwartz would be taking Hidden, if not easy, on this map. So we'll have to see how that goes with regards here. Because of easy is a flat 2x boost in the USC. So we'll see our easy players come through. Cheng actually easy Hidden. An easy flashlight for Dynamo. Well scouted, I suppose, for these players.
Yeah, the easy flashlight pick is interesting, of course. Kind of giving Bashi leeway to just play however he wants. And yeah, you see easies across the board here, with just one no-fail player per team. Interestingly, Alana is playing Hidden, whereas Bashi is playing no mod. Whereas, you know, you're seeing kind of easies everywhere else.
Yeah, a map like this, it's AR8, but that lower AR is more of a boon than a debuff for precision. It gives you a little bit more time to kind of read what's going on, especially with how low BPM this is. I mean, I recall playing this on double time fairly comfortably just because of the style map it is, but it is first breaks from Dynamo on one of those easy flashlight scores. The players have made it pretty satisfying for us with the easies on top, easy flashlights right next to each other. Thank you for that, but Alana gonna be matching it, gonna be giving Oregon an early lead, especially with that break from Misted. It's Ryu kind of running a solo ship at the moment with the double FCs on Cheng and Bashi, which begs the question, how much stronger would they be if it was Schwartz in their place?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, so far, you can't really say that the Schwartz would add anything to the table on Cheng's FC, on Cheng's SS.
Yeah.
But Bashi really putting in work on the no mod as well, just getting some really nice baseline score to help match Cheng. Dynamo as well, just really good supporting score, just really good scores all around from Oregon. You do see a break from Cheng finally, but they are holding strong right now. We saw it like in the chat right when this map was picked. Dynamo saying, "You have activated our trap card," and I think we're really seeing it right now.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't see the basis for this pick. Of course, players don't have access to the same stat sheets that we do, but surely they had a look-see at some of the other matches, saw how high players were performing on this, and looking at this Oregon roster, I mean, a very scary thing to go into. I mean, Tynamo with the early break, Ryu traded it just shortly after that first PI, and since then, it's just been a full runaway, like with Boshi on this FC, and nobody really matching. I mean, Boshi kind of covering the bases on the recovery combo, allowing Cheng and Tynamo to just kind of run free for the rest of this map. 99.6 on both of them, both of the easy players there. So already 300k difference without multipliers. This is probably a done deal in this final third, pending a full disconnect from one of these players, I would imagine. I didn't see it. I didn't see the vision here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. This is something I would have expected to be Oregon's first pick.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it at all. But you know what? When they did pick it, I was like, oh, maybe they have it. Maybe they're like that. But you know, sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. You know what? You gotta fake it till you make it. They'll get there one day. Maybe today's not the day where you can where you can pick CS8 into Bocce Man and have it work. But you know what? They're grinding. They're getting ready for the day.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going to be another loss on this map, unfortunately. Luckily, they didn't need it in the Pennsylvania match. Sunwraith was able to get that map for Pennsylvania with an SS on the easy. But, I mean, this team score is even lower than their one from before, unless I'm doing some incorrect math just off the top of my dome. But that's a 1.7 million team score prior to multiplication here for Oregon. One of the top scores for this weekend for sure, at least top 3, coming through on the first point. And now it's their pick. Gonna get ready to consolidate here, I would imagine, with the extra skill cap this team has, at least on paper.
Yeah, great FC from Bocce, great reverse choke from Tynamo. Huge supporting score from Cheng as well. Just great all around from Oregon. And going into their first pick, I have to imagine you're feeling on top of the world now. You got a point basically handed to you on a silver platter, and now you just get to go into your first pick kind of unimpeded.
Yeah, and I mean that kind of that's a pretty good momentum shift for the squad there. With Connecticut being on this hot streak. Oregon getting that sweep off still. No point taken against them after that one. They have plenty of maps to play into. I feel like they do have a mechanics edge, but also Oregon isn't a team that picks mechanics. So it's a weird thing like to say you should pick Free Mod 1 after banning like 2 DT maps, right? It's like, so it's kind of weird there. We have to see where their confidence is lying in the current moment. Maybe like a precision hard rock, but that kind of invites Zivs there to hop in the lobby, and that's been one of those main Connecticut carry players.
And instead of the pick going to be DT4, yeah, this one, it's old map, 2009 is this map evolution. Very interested to see this.
Yeah. This has been the topic for much debate. There's quite some tapping. There's a lot of tapping difficulty here. There's aim control difficulty. There's old map jank difficulty with some of the circle decisions in this 2009 map. I mean, some notes are just not following a rhythm, and you have to be mentally prepared to play that. This is the kind of thing that like Bocce would just upload on his YouTube channel one of these days, just like, oh, here's like a 3 mod 2 miss or something, you know. So this is a pretty strong pick for Oregon in terms of their jank comfort, especially on players like Schwartz running secondary here for the Oregon squad, who's been really upping her mechanics game in preparation for tournaments like this.
Yeah, you see Schwartz in the lobby immediately. I have to imagine that Bocce's the last, given grid map lull. But yeah, really interesting to see like the rosters people are going to fill. That, as you said, like the tapping difficulty in this map is just really tough. I mean, you're looking at 234 BPM bursts on top of like significant grid aim requirements, right? This is not an easy map just to aim by any stretch of the imagination. These maps are, I mean, so well known for being really tough. There's some weird like stack rhythms and everything. Like it's the kind of the full flavor of a 2009 map. Interestingly, we do see Dynamo fill that last slot as well as Misted for Connecticut.
Yeah, here we go. All players in lobby. Dynamo third. Actually, yeah, no Boshi here. Maybe not feeling the tapping today. I would not be opposed. Dynamo, solid fit for this kind of map. Roster from Connecticut also not supremely surprising. I thought maybe like an Icania fill, but Ryu on these later stage pools definitely going to be making his worth well known. But already a big break from several players here. Everyone in the lobby is just exploding, but it's the accuracy advantage causing the 70k diff. The 99 on Schwartz. Slightly going down, but going to be the top score in the lobby for the time being. A little bit of combo gaming needs to be done by Connecticut to confirm this point. Missed it with that next break. Going to be giving that advantage back over to the leadsman.
Yeah, and back into that really bursty section, we saw the first time this kind of music came through. Everyone was breaking, but it's just Cheng and Ryu to trade breaks. That's really advantageous for Oregon, just to still keep your two high combos against basically only Alana now. Misted has not recovered enough to be providing an adequate supporting combo. So as long as Schwartz and Dynamo can hold on, they are really set for the future. Schwartz has dropped a lot of accuracy, but what is a 95 compared to an 87, right? So still feeling really, really good. And so long as these two players hold, especially if we see Alana and Misted break, like, there's no combo on the side of Connecticut.
Yeah, this is definitely a fill job for some of these Connecticut players. I mean, you see under 100k for two of them is just not where you want to be. And Dynamo is kind of running away with this combo. We were wondering why he was in the lobby over Boshi. Well, yeah, man, he has the top score right now, and he's looking so clean with it. Finally gets the combo break, but just about matching that top back from Schwartz in what is probably the most dominant point we're going to see them win in this matchup.
Are you sure that's the most dominant point? I happen to remember the last map. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
900k difference before modifiers? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I meant more in terms of, lower scores.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I think Connecticut reaches past a 600k barrier on every other map in this pool.
Yeah, I would happen to agree. I think this one was always going to be really, really tough for Connecticut. Shoutouts to them, though, for barely reaching over the 600k team score, but that took a fight.
Really solid stuff from the Oregon squad. Just about 95, 94.7-ish average between the three of them. Really solid team score. For the Oregon squad, I mean, that's that team consistency that you're kind of looking for. No one specific carry there. For the point, consolidated breakpoint back to Connecticut's side, hoping to get on the board, trying to end this point streak of Oregon. After that Virginia match, they've just been on this hot streak.
Yeah. Really, really good stuff. It's into Connecticut's first pick, where, I hope that they can find the map that they can really comfortably play into Oregon. I'm a little worried after the first pick. Can't lie. In fact, it feels like Connecticut hasn't even picked yet. That's how dominant that first pick was for Oregon. So, hoping they can find something. Of course, Nomad 2 going to be the pick. Synthesis, very techy.
Yeah. I quite like this map. for Connecticut. This was one that was kind of off the top of my head. I feel like it had to be one of these, like Nomad 2, Nomad 3, maybe Nomad 5 options. And just because the tech consistency on this team is so high, you're looking at players like Icania at this SR. You're looking at players like Ryu probably to fill again alongside Alana. You could just have your core here, you just run amok on it. Of course, you do have to worry about Schwartz, Boshi, Eddie. Like, that trio is always deadly on any map you put them on. But I feel like you need to play in your comforts here, focus a little bit less on the strength of the other team, because your skill sets are just so aligned. Just focus on your own comforts and hope for the best, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Dude, you know what I just realized? I traded. Okay. I want to talk Pokemon for this. I traded Tynamo, my Landorus, for a tournament like what, 2 months ago. I've never asked for it back. Oops. Dude, I just realized he has my yeah, he has my Landorus and my Tornadus. Oops. Dude, I was wondering why I knew I was missing one of each, and I was like, where are they?
This guy has them.
I also have a Tynamo from Tynamo, which is awesome. That's a prized possession.
Yeah, you should get it signed by him next time you see him when you get your card back.
Not cards, like the actual Pokemon in game. But no, yeah. You're right. I should get a Tynamo card just to have Tynamo signed.
Yeah, that has to be the play.
All right. Anyways. Let's get into synthesis.
Maybe surprising roster for Connecticut. It's going to be Misted over Icania again. Maybe not present or not feeling it today. Don't want to make any presumptions, but this did feel like something that he would play. Main core roster for Oregon on the other side. This map is going to be this kind of control tech that has been very common in the Nomad pools here this year. The kind of rounded out sliders, a little bit of finger control and flow in between. Alana with the first break, not quite traded out by anyone yet.
Yeah, it's a good start for Oregon. Like, you have a pretty good act across the board, especially the Boshiman SS, and holding all, FCs so far. Only having a lot of break is really advantageous for Oregon. As we go into the tech session, where you can kind of expect breaks to really, really come through here. The slider strings are so tough. Going to catch Schwartz off guard pretty early on. With Alana's recovery, actually, is going to let Connecticut kind of take the lead back with their incredible team accuracy.
Ryu just looks so comfortable on this right now. That is the misses traded. The second one for Alana, going to be giving a slight combo advantage back to Schwartz, who also has the accuracy advantage in comparison to those dropped players, going to be helping with the potential scores as both players fall. Misted, though, with the slider break. Accuracy be damned, it's all about the combo, and Eddie has got it. Never mind, nobody on Oregon has got it. Nobody anywhere has got it. It's the buzz slider section. And here's where those accuracies are really going to come to play ball. You see both of them drop around that point. Eddie with matching accuracy to Alana. It's going to be all up to these ending combos as the whole board just gets wiped out. Only a 20k difference between them still.
Yeah, it was really funny watching Eddie and Ryu react the exact same as each other on the big slider. We do see Schwartz drop combo was a pretty significant combo. Especially as we're getting into a slower section. That's about 200 combo worth that you're just kind of missing against Connecticut. Where Connecticut could potentially have a really, really nice comeback of the lead once again on this next section, so long as all three of them hold on. But it is really crucial that it is all three. You absolutely cannot risk dropping another combo to Oregon. Oregon have shown we will eat your combos up the second you drop one.
And that kick slider section so tricky. It's the flowing that takes out Ryu. highest ag for that Connecticut side right before the div spike, but it doesn't matter with that double break. It's just gonna keep flinging in either direction. It's all up to Misted versus Boshi, and Boshi's the first to fall. Misted has been so comfortable on this map, and that's the comfort that you need in picks like this. The consistency from Misted pulling through here. He's been on a roll in solo, getting his first 600 just recently, and now on a roll in match, but that chain is from Alana. May just swipe it back. It's combo advantage Oregon off the back of that big 8 miss, and Ryu Schwartz, the trade is just going to be helping Oregon more. It could flicker back any direction with more misses from Eddie and Boshi, but it seems like consolidated now. Just a moment remaining on the map.
And the question becomes, do you have time? It's 10,000 score difference. You lose those big combos, you have missed it, you have Ryu in place to potentially take it. One more break from Oregon should do it. There goes Schwartz.
Alana
He comes over, but Alana trades it right back. It's neck and neck in the final section, Hubba.
Connecticut
You can't
needs
even
this
enjoy
point.
the lead.
They need the point. Any act drops will do it. Final slider, and it's 2k difference. We'll have to see if there's score multiplier, but the higher combos are on Connecticut, and that will confirm the point that they needed so desperately. Those fall aparts from both Schwartz and Alana almost threw the pick to the other team, and it was Schwartz with that final slider break giving the score back to Connecticut when they needed it the most. Missed it on the S rank, putting in the most work, top scoring the lobby.
Yes, absolutely. Incredible play from Misted, especially. Ryu as well. I think another highlight player where Ryu really carried Connecticut through the beginning section of the map. Even if, there was a break, they couldn't really quite recover. It's kind of set Misted up to make the most terrifying run in history. And as well, Boshiman and Eddie kind of matching those two players, barely going to be edged out by Connecticut. Really, I was so scared that one player was going to drop a slider tick on that final slider, and it literally would have shifted the score. That is how close it was, is that a break on the slider tick would have done it.
Yeah, and I mean, very good momentum from Connecticut, taking away that win streak from Oregon. They had 8 uncontested points at the time of that map, and only a 2k difference from continuing that streak. So Connecticut, they said they got their one, but I think we have a little bit of a fight on our hands with these remaining picks and players. Just awaiting now Oregon's next pick. Both teams a little bit reluctant to pick into this Hard Rock pool, I'm noticing, with regards to player comfort, but it's going to be DT3 after the DT4. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're going to be going into a little bit more tapping here with -45's Enna. Just your classic semi-stamina farm map affair in the DT3 spot.
Yeah. I like this kind of closing off the DT pool, right? Just getting it over with, frankly. And Enna it's going to be like, you've seen maps of 45 songs. It's just going to keep going on that kind of stamina element until there is no more map to be played. I think they kind of saw maybe the tapping discomfort on the 234 BPM and DT4 and said, you know what, we can knock it down 10 BPM and be fine. This Enna pick going to be a really big test, especially for future skill sets. This could potentially inform something like a hit it 2 pick later.
Yeah, I also I like this pick for Oregon because of the tapping comfort and the skill cap that they have, especially missing a player like Aika that you'd usually be playing a map like this, because that has been confirmed in chat. Mechanics roster for Oregon getting Rinko Shirokane back in there alongside Eddie and Schwartz, also going to be solid for them. I just think the difficulty with DT4 is a very different beast to this one in terms of comfort. You do see Nuclear Bomb enter the lobby. This is the main mechanics player for the Connecticut side. Could put in some work on a map like this because you're missing the density and the precision elements. It's no longer CS6. It's no longer AR7 prior to double time. We're looking at very standard stats here, and that might be a difference maker for some of these mechanics players on the Connecticut side.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see the Nuclear Bomb has hit the chat. Yeah, gonna be very interesting to see this one. Again, I mean, it's It's a classic minus 45, just wall of stamina. It's so tough to play a kind of map like this, especially 3 minutes long.
Now, I may be just getting deja vu here because Dada pulls a minus 45 song in every iteration of this tournament. But is this one that's already been used in like 2023 or something? Like, I could have sworn I've seen this before.
I've definitely seen this, but I can't have been this tournament. But what was it though? Did I pull this? I might have pulled this somewhere actually. High key. But I don't think Dada would reuse this map.
I don't know. They're all just a blend in my head. It's Oregon. They're doing the Oregon thing. Eddie, expecting him to break combo on this is a unfortunate feat. You have to be praying to the right kind of god to see him break on a map like this. Schwartz, Rinko, solid support, early breaks. Recouped accuracy for Nuclear Bomb, who is at 83 at the beginning of this map. Again, I'm sure he would have been very comfortable on the 10.3 double times, but both of those banned out by Oregon very smartly, just getting rid of those higher AR mechanics picks. Already a 200k difference, but could flicker back with a implosion on the Oregon side. Alana holding on to the FC alongside Zivzair's recovery. Actually, that's not an FC. They all broke early, so that's fine. That break from Nuclear Bomb, though. Every extra break the Connecticut gets, it just slides away a little bit further from them, from Grasp. And I mean, this finger control is just relentless.
Yeah, you're really seeing, this is kind of the turning point in the map, right? Where if you're not comfortable on this skill set, that's where it's catching up to you. We're seeing it with AREC, right? Losing so much accuracy. Zivzair losing crucial combo. I think Zivzair has been really comfortable in this map so far, and really the contender to match Eddie. But with a break and with a lot of breaking right after, there's no combo anymore on Connecticut. And once again, we're seeing the story of a map where Oregon just feels a little bit more comfortable than Connecticut. Sorry, not even a little bit. Let's be honest. Where Oregon just feels so much more comfortable with Connecticut, it starts to take it away. Look at that. All 3 players above 1,000 combo, compared to the highest combo on Connecticut right now being just 250. Everybody's broken multiple times, and there's nothing they can really do about this over 2 million team score. It's over 1 million difference.
And we still aren't even close to the end in terms of combo density. So how about that biggest score differential margin, huh? Finally, Schwartz finds the break, but yeah, this is a Oregon in their element. That Virginia match, I feel like, just opened their eyes to their potential in this tournament. They got the double break, but it's Eddie on the FC to close it out. 42k spin to boot with the 2.7 million team score, and their eyes are open. Zalius has opened their eyes. I mean, like, Oregon is locked in now with these picks, and that one just so dominant, getting the DTs off the board. And now Connecticut, I mean, they got 1. Can they get 2 back to their pick side?
Yeah, the thing I'm worried about for Connecticut, right, is so you consider Connecticut's first pick was kind of an Oregon pick. Don't even have to count it. Oregon's first pick was really Oregon dominant. Connecticut's second pick was a 2,000 score difference, and then Oregon's second pick was a 1.5 million score difference. I'm a little bit worried, is all. That it doesn't really feel like Connecticut has kind of the comfort pick.
Yeah, I can see that being the case as well. The comfort pick, and I mean, this hidden pool isn't helping, right? Connecticut is a team that kind of prides itself on its hidden consistency, and this hidden pool is very tricky, with hidden 3 being rhythm, which you're going against Bocce Man, hidden 2 being streams, you're going against Eddie and Schwartz, and hidden 1 being like the most difficult aim map I've ever played in 7 stars low-key. So maybe it's just the angles or something, but that map, feeling comfortable on that or consistent on it is not ideal.
Mm-hmm. Give me the hidden one pick. Snitches and Talkers get Stitches and Walkers. Now this one, it's Piroshki. Some classic Piroshki aim. I really like this map personally. This is one of my favorite maps to like just warm up with.
Oh, this is like, well, I don't know if it's like me being bad at aim thing or a like. I think it's a mouse thing. Like Piroshki is anti-mouse aim. Changed my mind.
100%. No, you're so right. Piroshki. I can see it in the maps. That is a mouse hater if I've ever seen one.
But they go for it, and this map features very obtuse angles, semi-linear patterning, not a ton of density, but very high velocity sliders to boot. In between those aim patterns kind of flows in a very tricky way. You have to be very angular with your aim to be consistent on this one.
Yeah. This one, like, I mean, honestly, it's I would say a more standard hidden one pick than I kind of expect from USC, right? It very much does hit the target of being that awkward aim. The sliders, though, like, I would say the sliders are kind of the highlight of this map in terms of the aim difficulty. Like they have so much velocity all over the place. And honestly, they feel like sliders that like can lead to just a lot of drop slider ends if you're not being careful about it. Every player in the lobby ready to go on this aim pick. We do see Bashi, Cheng, and Schwartz against Ryu, Misted, Alana. Big aim lineups here. Also, one thing to note, it's 207 BPM, so actually not very, very dense as far as aim goes for, you know, a 7.4 star pool. It's really just going to matter, you know, who's feeling the most consistent. We do see Cheng find a break early on. Does trade with Misted, so it's not a super big deal. Overall, though, I mean, the combo is slightly favoring Connecticut just because Cheng has broke multiple times. Maybe not the most comfortable on this map. See Schwartz and Alana trading as Ryu also breaks going to the first KI, so Bashi, the only FC left against Misted's recovery.
Bashi finds that break, though. I mean, there's a little bit of familiarity in this map based off of tournament experience, right? Bashi made it pretty far in the tournament that I found this map from, Keep Gambling Redux. So a little bit of familiarity there with some of these players, and Cheng kind of really picking up the pace after that initial first break. Misted not able to hold combo just close enough with that triple break on Connecticut. And holding on when he needs it most, the hidden aim specialist for this Oregon team.
Yeah, 100% looked a little bit shaky at the beginning, but Cheng is now kind of showing off here. You know, you're seeing repeated breaks from basically everyone else in the lobby except for Cheng. 98% accuracy, looking a lot more comfortable than they were earlier. Yes, the rest of your team is breaking, but it doesn't matter when the opposing team has literally no combo to contest you.
Yeah, he is. This is a pretty solid team score from Oregon. I mean, it's full 200 Ks, 250 average from everybody else in the lobby, except for Cheng, who has just surpassed the 400K barrier. It's the high velocity sliders that I was warning you about prior that'll strike him out. But I mean, in terms of the bulk of the aim section, he was hidden. And that's going to be the reason for them taking this point. So long as this continues, slow slider and Bashi Man having a little bit more than Misted should be their point. But who knows? Misted might have a pop-off right now.
Yeah, I think it would take, honestly, even more than just a Bashi Man break. It would have to take a team meltdown, I think, from the side of Oregon. The 170K on an A map is just such a solid lead near the end. We do see Misted break, and that's really what's going to seal the deal. Washiman still holding on just to finish it off. Providing support for Cheng and nearly catching up to Cheng's score in the end of the map, which I really feel like Cheng was kind of the highlight player. And taking a really, really nice breakpoint once again for Oregon. This time not nearly as dominant of a breakpoint as we saw previously, but really, really good stuff for this team, and a really big show of comfort for the Pacific Northwest team.
Yeah, that could have gone a different way. You see Misted with 2 misses. It was just the placement there. Missing right where it kind of dampened his combo. That was a 1250-ish full combo map. And with his 2 misses, 1 slider break, got a 354 average max combo. So kind of unfortunate there for his potential score, but a very strong showing as a unit for Oregon there on the hidden aim. As it's back to their pick, trying to get match point now. Every pick they've done, they've had a minimum of like 600k of score difference. Expecting that to stay the same, but there's no more DT to play into unless they want to run free mod 1.
You always could. You always could. You know what? just to keep the DT vibes going, free mod 1, break the rules and have everybody play hard rock. And that should get you close enough.
I mean, it's 2 unique mods and 1, it's 2 unique mods, I believe is just the rule. So like, run a easy hidden on Cheng or something, make him double tap.
I like it, I like it.
No mod 3, I mean, yeah. Going into the heavy reading Nomad pick, I did expect Connecticut to play into this at some point. Well practiced, I would imagine, on a map like this would be them. If I have a look at their previous matchup, it was not banned against them, so it was probably played. Stats sheet time, baby. Yeah, Nomad 3. Connecticut, 1.2 million team score. Icania was feeling Icania is not here today, so Alana probably put in some work with regards to practicing this map, I would hope. Might change the outlook of that Connecticut team score, since Ryu and Misted did do some pretty solid work there, double 500Ks. This could be solid for them. Oregon didn't play this map. It was banned against them, so...
Yeah, but there's a reason it was banned against them.
Yeah.
He's coming. It's happening.
I mean, you like to believe a little, but he is on his way.
I would love to see Connecticut do well, but someone was practicing before hopping in the lobby.
As well as Cheng in that 3rd spot, still staying in, looked strong on the hidden one. We'll have to see how his reading chops are as the 3rd player here, alongside Schwartz, which is a resoundingly strong reading player in her own right. But it is the Connecticut trio. They've made magic happen in the past, very strong reading players. We'll have to see if practice makes perfect with regards to CS6 AR2 future Bossa.
Absolutely, here we go. You got that little precision element, but of course, it really is just the reading element that just, oh man, makes this map something.
Yeah, you have to have so much confidence to not over-aim these like slider patterns. They're just so tricky. And the first break already coming through for Ryu, matched by Alana. I mean, practice has been put up with regards to added score in comparison to Aika, who was filling this map last time. But a little bit more is needed against this triple FC. The SS for Cheng still held, as he is a very strong reading player. Played that easy hidden on Agony.
Yeah.
It's every Connecticut break just hurts a little more seeing the three-way on the other side.
Yeah, especially when you consider Boshi has 100, Schwartz has 3. We do see Cheng finally find a break. That could be the start of something. But 150K lead is not the ideal for Connecticut to be facing right now, I have to imagine.
But Ryu chain misses. If Ryu held on, there was something there, especially with Schwartz breaking now, but Misted has been running a little bit of solo dirty work in this matchup. Finally, the note lock for him comes through as well, and it is the Boshi show once more to make it to the match point, the CS6 AR2. All too familiar, making it past that 1.5 million team score mark.
Yeah, Misted was doing really, really good. I was half expecting just Misted to send some sort of mind beam straight to Boshi to try and make something happen. But it's not going to be the case. I mean, Boshi's still in the 99 percentile accuracy. And you know what? The supporting scores are looking really good as well. The supporting scores for Boshi would be the second highest score on Connecticut. And that speaks to Oregon reading right there. That's a done deal right there. 100s.
This map is like, I don't know. It's basically just Blythe. It's Blythe but Blue Archive. So like Boshi was always gonna do well on it, I reckon. Really strong score from him getting that FC through, and match point as well for Oregon. I mean, Connecticut, they have one more opportunity to get the second point on the board, but I mean, the maps like that are maps that they would be picking into other teams, and it's just similar skill sets on the day. Oregon being as strong as they are comparatively on those skill sets makes it really tricky to play ball in. And again, I would like to see maybe some hard rocks from them if Ika was here. Ika, very strong hard rock player, very strong third with Misted, being able to get Zivs there in the lobby, for example, but gonna be avoiding that and actually picking the free mod 1 that they banned in their previous matchup. Going for Megalomania final pick. Maybe the nuclear bomb has truly hit this time around, as he will more than certainly be playing this map.
Perhaps. Yeah, this is a Hail Mary if I've ever seen one, right? You lost on speed. Let's play speed. I mean, different vibes, right? 225. I don't know if we have any math heads in chat. Happens to not be 270. Different numbers, I've just learned. But man, it's so tough to pick into this when the finger control on DT3 and the burst on DT4 just didn't go your way.
But again, a player like, just to play devil's advocate, obviously, like Oregon favored everywhere they go in this matchup right now. Yeah. But you look at a player like Eric, you look at skill cap, highest ranked player on the team, ranked 200 something right now. Shreds like a beast, but like you're looking for skill cap there. And then you see Zivs there, you see Alana. Alana gonna be a solid fill no matter where you put her. She doesn't like this map. I could tell, this isn't the thing Alana's gonna play on her free time, but she'll do what she can for the team. Zivs there, been on a roll recently. It's gonna be really tough to beat Eddie. Eric has to match Eddie for this point to go Connecticut's way. That is like the contingency for a pick like this.
Yeah, and that's the big thing. Like, an unfortunate Eddie break could give this map to Connecticut, but if you're expecting an unfortunate Eddie break, I have really, really horrible news for you.
Yeah, this is the player that time and time again has matched Rectagon in tournament. And one of the main prodigies for this Oregon side. This map features plenty of different kinds of flow aim. A saving grace with regards to shred players is going to be this higher CS, looking at CS3 here. But already some big chains from Eric, unfortunately. It is going to be Zivzer on the Nomad. And I mean, in terms of consistency mods, I am not opposed to this for Connecticut. Zivzer, quite decent on mechanics. Surely what they are banking on, but already the second break comes through. Doubles, triples held for Oregon. Actually, Cheng playing the shred really well, kind of coming into his own in this match in comparison to previous weeks. But this Oregon team, man, what do you do against that?
Yeah, and Hubba, I've got bad news about the only player with combo right now in Connecticut. Alana is not the kind of player you really want to be carrying the combo. She's holding 83% accuracy. It's only going down. This is not for comfort pick. There it goes. There goes the combo. There's still a three-way FC on Oregon. Only a quarter through the map, and it's already so dire.
Yeah, the combo density in a map like this is just so steep. It's probably like 3k combo for FC. It's under 5 minutes with such accolades. And already they have surpassed the total score of Connecticut on the map on this triple FC. Yeah, you lost ban roulette, unfortunately. The rhythm for Oregon was strong, and so were the mechanics today. The accuracy on some of those players dropping just a smidge, but it's not going to matter with regards to skill caps. If Zare and Cheng find the trade, only going to be more beneficial to Oregon in the long run. And yeah, Oregon gonna be... I hate to call it so early, but it seems like they have just won this match 6-1.
Yeah, I mean, 430,000, my gosh, I can't speak, is a score lead. You do see an unfortunate Eddie break, my bad, don't call me a betting man, but I can't say that Eddie alone breaking is what Connecticut needs. Oregon could legitimately stop playing for 30 seconds, and they would still have the lead and be able to recover it.
Yeah, maybe. Rinko right now is 1v3ing by comparison. So, I mean,
yeah,
it is what it is. It was a Hail Mary. It was the gamble. You were banking on some uncomfortability on the Oregon side, and I mean, in comparison to maybe the top mechanics teams of this tournament, in comparison to maybe like if they were facing Virginia again, sure, but not today, not this team.
Yeah, no, I think the phrase "it's nuclear bomb time" was an adequate choice of words. Just not maybe on the team we were hoping for.
But so it goes. Connecticut, they still, even with this performance, have topped their highest team placement ever with this potential matchup. As the seed 20 making it this far, big ups to them. Beating Pennsylvania seed 8 is an overwhelming accomplishment. They should be proud of what they've accomplished in this tournament. Illinois happy to lose to them. But Oregon, man, top performers. Eddie coming into his element over the past year and making it well known throughout the course of this tournament. Going to be making it to the finals round after this W. And Boshi and the crew, they got some work to do next weekend, still staying alive.
Yeah, it's a match against SoCal next week for Oregon. Really, really spooky. But you know what? With the performances they have been showing lately, especially against Virginia, against Minnesota, and now against Connecticut, Oregon is looking really well poised going into this finals weekend next weekend. Congratulations to the Oregon team. Absolutely incredible stuff all around. It was always a fight on every single map from Oregon, and they've showed up today.
Yeah, phenomenal performances from them, as well as all of the teams who have played this weekend. We do have one more match coming up, which is going to be, I believe, Colorado versus Texas at around 4 UTC, 3 UTC. Somewhere about there. Ah, yes, 4 hours from now, 4 UTC, beautiful, will be the final match of the weekend. So I will also be there. Feel free to tag along then. But for now, a little bit of a break. Get your popcorn, get your dinner, do what you gotta do, and we'll be catching you guys for more United States Cup action about 4 hours.